I've now shown what I'm going to show you to about 500,000 people. I've said, if any of you have an exception to what I'm going to draw, I need to talk to you. Because I'm at 500,000 and counting, and nobody has said that's not the way it worked for me. So it's kind of nice because it's very robust, though I would really like an exception. You know, exceptions teach you things. Horizontal axis is time. The vertical axis is problems solved. This is the 0 point right here. The first thing we notice is new paradigms don't start at 0. You start up a little bit. Okay? What that means is somebody has solved a couple of problems not using the old paradigm. Okay? They say to themselves, boy, that's interesting. I didn't know I could solve those problems that way. Maybe I've got something here. And that's the way new paradigms start off. They start off inductively. You stumble onto this mechanism that allowed you to solve these couple of problems. And you say, wow, this could be something big. Then the evolution goes this way. First phase of all new paradigms looks like that. How many are impressed with that line? What did you want that line to do? Yeah, get some elevation here. I thought you said you had something. First phase of new paradigms, you can't solve problems rapidly because you can't play the game yet. What you get to do is, through failure, find the edges and find the rules that work. So the A phase of paradigm development is figure out the rules. You get through A phase, you get your rules clarified, we can imagine what B looks like, right? Explosive problem solving. Wow. Now, for two reasons, okay? Number one, you got the rules. Number two, you move into territory that nobody's ever been there before. So it's just wide open. Grab the ones that you can solve and go for it, all right? Where do you think this line is going? Yeah. And that's what I found as I was mapping this. It begins to fall over. It gets slower and slower. Ultimately, it just goes flat. Okay? And this is the lifespan of a paradigm. A, figure out the rules. B, have a great time solving a lot of problems. We need to talk about C a little bit. What happened in C? Why did it all of a sudden start to really kind of fade out as a rapid problem-solving mechanism? Here's what I want to suggest. In fact, we can kind of test it, can't we? As we're working up B, do we solve every problem we attack? What do we do with the ones we don't solve? We set them aside, okay? And we make ourselves a promise? Come back to them later, okay? So in a sense, what you're doing is you're doing a sort, aren't you? Now, here is the question, all right? And it's kind of interesting. If that is the lifespan of a paradigm, where along that span is the most likely place for the next paradigm to show up? It shows up sooner than it's needed. Is that a fair interpretation of that location? Sooner than needed means sooner than wanted. Therefore, the logical response is rejection.